The city of the future is an old and enduring part of the human imagination. We see it transposed and reinvented over and over, from Attic stories of the Golden Age to Plato's fiction of the fantastic island of Atlantis, to Hindu and Norse references to an ideal city, to primordial and naturalist descriptions of human being in the Old Testament, to the New Jerusalem descending from heaven before the inner eye of the Christian mystic, to Augustine's justification of the world power of the Catholic Church, to the 16th century promise of America and the New World, to the tears of Jean-Jacques Rousseau as he searched for freedom in human society, to the state identified with God himself in the philosophy of Hegel, to modern fantasy worlds as in J.R.R. Tolkien and J.K. Rowling. In the early 21st century, it would appear that the archetype is due to resurface, not as a response to mere dreams, but is forced by external pressures from the planet itself. Limits to an economic system built on private capital, consumerism, and monetarism are being discovered as human populations put pressure on food and water resources, on transportation and living space, on non-renewables like phosphorus and rare earth elements, on equitable access to income and quality of life, and on planetary heat content and climate change. Today, as at no other time in human history, it makes sense to think about the city of the future as a design and an endpoint, or at least as a channel for human evolution itself. Happily, the life work of Jacque Fresco, the Brooklyn-born futurist and industrial designer, provides an exemplary nuts and bolts framework around which to organize our thinking about ourselves. Jacque starts with the idea of circular cities, designed around resource utilization. The circular plan minimizes energy expenditure. Somehow, all of the material resources necessary for a happy, optimal human lifespan are surveyed and tabulated. The city's population is fixed. Supply bottlenecks are identified, and access to resources is monitored and controlled by algorithms that function continuously and automatically, independent of any human inclinations or judgments. For example, if drought conditions begin to prevail, sensors in the city's infrastructure open up access to water resources in other parts of the planet, and the water is delivered on the basis of a pre-existing plan. These automated plans, of course, are themselves reviewed and updated by other automated algorithms. The city is contracted and built as a whole out of prefabricated, interchangeable parts. The construction is GPS guided, self-erecting, and continually updated. Canals are programmed and excavated by robots to channel and condense clean water for agriculture, domestic use, and recreation. Self-monitoring sensors prevent the robots from causing accidents. Water and air in the city are continually monitored and purified by way of mechanical algorithm. Air pressure inside the buildings is maintained at a slightly higher level than out of doors, with the result that no dust collects indoors. The city generates no waste products, just as nature produces no waste products. Circular conveyors transport people radially, circumferentially, and vertically, working as elevators, buses, and trains. People are transported between cities and continents, sometimes at enormous speeds, by monorail or maglev. Plants are grown in variety and abundance. Food is grown hydroponically and by more esoteric chemistry. The skins and rooftops of the buildings are photovoltaic. Complex decision-making is generally assigned to artificial intelligence. The self-interest of politicians, business executives, and other economic actors is replaced by disinterested algorithms getting feedback from the health of the planet itself. The central dome of the city houses the university, the intelligentsia and education, and health care in general. This is where people learn what to do with themselves in their newfound freedom. The algorithm here is objectively to explore the mysteries of human existence, of human knowledge, of human conduct, and of human intelligence, and to improve our understanding of them. Conversation theory, something heretofore undeveloped in human society, is expanded and refined in these inner circles into cultural forms of ritual, theater, media, and other modes of performance in human action. Human existence becomes something completely different than what it has been for most of recorded history. Humans become real entities, alive in the cosmic ether.